Yo, what's good? YouTube, it's your boy back in the building for episode number 86 of the No News Just Facts podcast. Yes. Back up in here, man. I don't really got a lot. I don't really have a lot of I don't really have an opening monologue or anything. We just really gonna get to it. I was gonna do this live, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready yet. Yeah, but yeah, let's get this show on the road. It's basically gonna be a lot of like talking about different stories. A lot of things happened. Don't know which thing I should start with, but we're just gonna go ahead and see what is to it. You feel what I'm saying? Episode 86. Pride is Tawdry. Yeah, we're just gonna get to all the things that have happened and all the stories. First things first, we're gonna be reacting to Woah Vicky exposes Lil Nas X as straight, and he and Lil Uzi Vert sold their souls. So Woah Vicky is claiming that Lil Nas X ain't really gay, and also saying that Lil Uzi Vert sold his soul and Lil Nas X. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've always had this thought in my mind that Lil Nas X wasn't really gay myself. Reason why I think so is because like bro has a whole like, I believe he has a baby or something like that. I believe. I'm not saying people who are that can't have babies, previously or anything like that. But I don't know, bro. I ain't never seen him with no man for real, like out in, like on, like in the tabloids or anything like that. That says that, like, oh hey, this is his boyfriend or something like that. So that kind of leads me to believe that like the whole thing from a point has been like a troll, which I've always said that's why he did it, because he was just trolling, But we about to get into this video and just see what Woah Vicky says. Let me make sure I like put it on a faster speed, and then let's get it going.
What you think about Lil Nas X?
I feel like he needs Jesus.
What about Lil Uzi?
He needs Jesus too. They both definitely sold their soul. I wanted to say this about Lil Nas X. I got a few friends that went to school with him and they said he was never gay.
Are you serious?
So I know for a fact like what he doing is because like they told him like you got to do this now if you want.
So you feel like he not really gay?
I feel like ain't nobody really gay in Jesus' name, amen. It's getting popularity, getting you money, getting you views. So it's like selling yourself. Like you do this, you going with whoop.
So what do you think of the music in the entertainment industry?
Like it's just.
So it sounds like what she's saying is basically Lil Nas X is doing this all for a bag. He's saying he is, but he ain't, and he's just doing it for a check. And honestly, I could believe it. I could totally see that being a thing. I could totally see that being a thing with Tyler the Creator. A lot of entertainers who are explicitly, gay. I could see a lot of them just saying, "Hey, I'm gonna just do what they want me to do, so I can be making like a gigantic amount of money and be more famous than I've ever dreamed I could be." I could really see that happening, but I mean, it's like I've always said this about Lil Nas X. I've said that like through all the trolling, and I always compare him to like Tyler the Creator, because Tyler the Creator used to troll a lot with his music. Like used to troll a lot, but like what would make up for it is the music wasn't suffering or anything like that. Lil Nas X to me is just like it's the opposite. It's the opposite. The opposite is like you're doing so much to tell us that you're that it's like it's deterring away from your music, and you're just making us focus on you being that, versus somebody like Frank Ocean, where it's like, yeah, he announced that he was that, but it doesn't take away from his artistry. Do you see what I mean here? Elton John is that, but it doesn't take away from his artistry. He ain't sitting up here in every single song, every single interview saying, hey, I'm this. Hey, I'm this. Do you get what I mean? Like, what about the music, bro? What about the music? That's how I feel about like his whole entire method of trolling.
It's demonic. The industry, it's like you have to do certain things to get that. So I believe he had to do certain things to get where he's going. And like the certain things is you got to do this and lead people this way and lead people that way.
You know, he had called you on the show.
He called me?
Remember, he called you live on the show and FaceTimed you. It's on the episode.
Oh, yeah. I was in the hotel with his mama.
Damn. Mm-hmm. What happened, man? Why y'all break up? Y'all look so cute.
I don't think it was meant to be. I think like we both need to grow in God, and we was like trying to get into a relationship too quickly. Mm-hmm. And I encourage everyone to do that because it really is worth it.
So what made you go celibate?
So I was celibate and when I was 17 to 21 for 4 years I was celibate. And it was like I was like the happiest I had ever been. Like when you are not doing things God way, it's just not gonna work. Like it.
I don't know. Now, so you gave your life to God a while back, and I know
to get in. I was like, oh, no, I'm straight. A fact, like what he doing is because like they told him like you got to do this now.
I don't trust that. So, do you really believe the Illuminati is real?
Oh, they real.
Like have they tried to recruit you, or?
I think they were trying to recruit me right there.
Right. So I gotta ask you, what do you think of the music and the entertainment?
Well, Vicky seems like she has like a good head on her shoulders nowadays, you know, since she like gave her life to God. I really appreciate it. You know, I really rock with her for just like not being ashamed to let the world know that like, hey, I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, and I just want the whole entire world to know that.
Entertainment industry in 2023.
Like it's just demonic.
What you think about Lil Nas X?
I feel like he needs Jesus.
What about Lil Uzi?
He needs Jesus too. They both definitely sold their soul. I wanted to say this about Lil Nas X. I got a few friends that went to school with him and they said he was never gay. So
Are you serious?
So I know for a fact like what he doing is because like they told him like you got to do this now if you want.
So you feel like he not really gay?
I feel like ain't nobody really gay. In Jesus' name, amen. It's getting popularity, getting you money, getting you views. So it's like selling yourself, like you do this, you going with whoop. The industry, it's like you have to do certain things to get that. So I believe he had to do certain things to get where he's going, and like the certain things is you got to do this and lead people this way and lead people that way. I won't say all of them might not know what they're doing is, but some the big ones they know. Yeah.
So who's your favorite rapper?
I'm not supposed to like, but Lil Baby.
I knew you was gonna say Lil Baby. Shout out to Lil Baby, man.
Yes, I love Lil Baby.
You ever met him?
No.
What's the biggest rapper you ever met?
I don't know.
Who's your celebrity crush?
I would probably say Lil Baby.
Lil Baby.
Anyways, man, that's basically the end of that. But I mean, she basically telling the God's honest truth. I believe, honestly. I mean, she just said that she just said the Illuminati is real. They come after, you know, people who are trying to make it big in the entertainment industry, and she just told her truth. I mean, her whole entire story about how she was like into like the social media content creation space and what she's seen at parties is just even more of a story within itself, which I will do a whole video on at some point. But yeah, I think she's telling the truth. I mean, she ain't wrong, man. All right, so a video, not even a video, a song is going viral on TikTok. And y'all know I've been talking about AI for like the last 2 podcasts. And it's just, AI is the future. And honestly, if this person, whoever did the song, whoever put the song together, if they're allowed to like push this song out more and more and more, I believe AI is the future, man. Like, if it's this scary to like hear like a song like this that we're about to play, I don't know if I have it in regular speed or anything like that, because I really don't know if it's gonna get like flagged or not. But this AI song literally scared, like it's so scary because it sounds so real. We're about to get into it. It's a Drake AI song. It literally sounds like a Drake song. So we're just gonna react to it. And let's see how far I can go with it. Hopefully, nothing happens. I'm no, you know what? I'm gonna be positive about it. We're just gonna play it. It's the song is called "Heart on My Sleeve," an AI generated song with Drake featuring The Weeknd. Let's do this.
I came in with my ex like Selena, the flex, bumping Justin Bieber, the fever and left. She know what she need, or she blessed, giving you my best. Yeah, I got my heart on my sleeve with a knife in my back.
It's crazy. The person who generated this, like, they wrote the lyrics to this. Like, the person who wrote the lyric, like the person who wrote the lyrics to this, W to you, because everything that is being said on this track, it sounds like something Drake would say. Like, bruh, like, this is not it, and it's accurate. Most of the most of the AI songs I've heard are not even like accurately like depicting the voice of the artist for the most part. But whatever AI this person used, it's very accurate. It like almost too real.
Got these girls on my neck, got these girls on my check, like Selena, baby, on my Gina,
Wow.
baby, yeah.
Bruh. Yo, that is wild, fam. You know, it'd be even more funny. It'd be funny if it was actually Drake. If this was actually an actual Drake song, that would be wild. That would be wild. The song just disappears and it's like it never even happened, and people are just talking about, hey, you remember that song that Drake put out or didn't put out, or somebody like actually made with AI? Like, where is that now? It's crazy. I'm pretty sure like his lawyers, the record companies, are trying to figure out what to do. It sounds too real. We Abel sounds, oh my gosh, almost 100%. Like, Abel is 100%. Like, the AI sounds so much like Weeknd. I'm gonna just stop there, but yeah, man, that's crazy, man. If one person is doing this with AI, I can only imagine what's about to like flood, like the amount of like AI songs that are about to flood the internet in the coming like months is about to be crazy. Somebody's gonna say there's an unreleased Kendrick Lamar and Drake song or something like that, or the unreleased Kanye album or something like that, bro. This is too much. It's very scary. It's very scary, bro. So we're about to get into like the news that's going around. So basically, Hulu is putting together a documentary of the festival from back in the day called Freaknik that used to happen in Atlanta. And the internet is going crazy. People's mamas and aunties and whatnot are just like on the internet talking about, man, talking about people going crazy because they don't want to be, you know, they don't want to be shown on camera doing stuff they would, you know, they would, you know, that they look at, you know, now in their age that they are now and are like, oh my God, I can't believe I used to, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't want that shown to the public, you know, kind of like that, you know, Hulu's kind of like, I believe, messing with people's privacy as far as I could tell you. And, you know, crazy thing about, I'm sure the crazy thing about it is just like with the whole, like when they did a whole doc on, or the biopic or doc or whatever on Jeffrey Dahmer, Netflix didn't even do any type of contact into the families of those people who were victims of Jeffrey Dahmer. So I'm pretty sure it's the same exact thing here with Hulu and this Freaknik documentary. I'm sure they didn't contact none of the parties involved with this hedonistic festival, basically. But we're going to get into this video so I can explain it more.
It to the people who don't know about it or are too young to maybe have attended or know someone who's attended this extremely wild and insane spring break blowout party festival deal. So basically, Freaknik started back in the early 80s in Atlanta, Georgia. It was like a college organized picnic in the park during the spring break time. And I guess it was like mainly for people of color. I don't know how it all worked out. You know, it was a long time ago. And it was all good, wholesome student body activities starting out, but later grew into this out of control Girls Gone Wild style situation, but much crazier. It got so out of control, it became like a public safety thing, like a concern, and the mayor had to step in and the whole thing got shut down basically. But now Freaknik is being featured in this big documentary coming out on Hulu, and the people that attended Freaknik back in the day,
they freaking out,
kind of worried, and it's causing a big controversy because they probably don't want to be seen at this festival. And let me explain why. Freaknik was the fucking most obscene festival America has ever seen. The stories and the different artifacts we've seen come from Freaknik are so raunchy and so foul. Basically what I'm saying here is Freaknik was known as a place where you would commonly witness or even be involved in public acts of indiscretion in the form of group-oriented sexual intercourse. Let me explain. There were trains being run, okay, in public in the Georgia sunshine, and people were enjoying it, you know.
Freaknik. Oh Lord, I can't imagine how embarrassing. I can't imagine how embarrassing that's gonna be for like somebody's auntie to be seen doing something not PG on camera, or somebody's mama doing something on camera that is not who they are. Like like I'm sure more than half of these people, and I'm not even gonna talk about just women, like men too, like more than half these people probably got better, you know, are in different places of their life. Some people probably lawyers and doctors and nurses, and you know, some people probably found God, so on and so forth. Some of these people probably got families. They don't want their children to be, you know, see them on this Hulu documentary doing God knows what. But I mean, hopefully something happens to where this doesn't come out. I'm gonna be honest with you. If it does come out, I ain't gonna watch it. I ain't gonna watch it just because, like, it's like, put yourself in the shoes of somebody who's probably gonna be in that documentary if it does come out, and video clips pop up in the documentary of that person, and I'm sure Hulu ain't even call that person, and your son or your daughter sees you in there. And then you got to explain to your, especially if they're young, like, then you got to explain to them, oh, why is mommy or why is daddy on camera doing something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
there was people outside in the open just getting to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, there were other festivities going on as well, you know, not just that, but everyone kind of knows this festival as the place where 5 dudes and a woman could be seen doing uninhibited multi-way public intercourse. And there were cameras rolling, apparently, and there was probably some footage of this stuff, allegedly. And, you know, the people who were at this event in the early 90s and partaking in some of this shit, they're liable to be exposed now in this documentary. And the people are scared that a bunch of people are going to get their lives ruined and somehow get doxxed in this doc. Imagine seeing your wife of 28 years who you love and cherish on camera getting passed around like a fucking Nerf football by like 5 enthusiastic young men. It wouldn't be a good feeling. And I don't think that, people want their memories jogged to this, the people that were on the receiving end, if you catch my drift. And a lot of these girls were being straight up assaulted and, taken against their will by these groups of men. And it's heavily known and documented.
Freaknik 1998 took place, and the footage from the event shocked the nation. Video broadcasts showed several women being chased by men.
They had this thing in Atlanta called cut up, because guys would go out and it'd be one guy, it'd be one woman, and she'd be they call her cut up, and she would be with the cut, she'd be with the slicing.
Okay.
And then guys would take their turn. I ain't saying.
So basically, they taking turns having intercourse with one woman. That's nasty. That is nasty. That is some real sick, foul, nasty, just disgusting. That is nasty. Man. Yo, the 90s and the early 2000s was really a wild time, for real.
I indulged in this, but this was a culture in Atlanta.
I think we used to call that running a train.
Yeah, but they said we looking for some cut up.
Hence the Pastor Troy song, Some Cut. That's what he was
Some
talking
cut, yeah, what it is, yeah. All those cut songs, that's what they mean.
So a lot of these people's grandmas and mamas
for some cut up. Some straight slice.
It's so weird because there was a song I used to listen to when I was like in sixth grade by Trillville called what is it called? Something cut. It's something cutty or something like that. And that's what cut means. Cut means train. And I just don't know the Atlanta lingo like that. That's crazy.
So real. So if your mama over 35 and she used to go to the Freaknik, she might have got cut up.
She probably got sliced up.
And I think that's a big reason for all the pushback too. People got to protect their name. No one wants to get indicted for a sexual assault for something 30 years ago.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
It says predominant black professionals sue Hulu over 94 Freaknik documentary release. Is it out already? Yeah. See. Okay. Yeah. They are getting sued over it. All right. That's good. That's good that they're getting sued over it because. One of these days, these streaming platforms that do these documentaries are gonna learn that they got to contact people. If it's a public documentary, I don't care what the ramifications are of public criminal court cases, public festivals or whatever. You got to contact these people, bro. Some of these people are in better positions in their life, or something bad happened and they didn't make it to see today, and their families don't want to see that. These streaming platforms gotta tighten up for real.
Their name, no one wants to get indicted for a sexual assault for something 30 years ago that they thought they got away with scot-free. There's a little bit of that too, allegedly, speculatively, my opinion only. But do I think the Hulu documentary is going to have any footage like this, like the acts themselves in the documentary? No, I don't.
Probably not.
Freaknik was so notorious for this exact thing that just being seen in the festival, just being seen there, just knowing someone was there, could imply that that person or people were participating maybe in this kind of gross train ride and stuff. It's not a good look. There's even a picture going around on Reddit right now where it shows 5 guys standing around this girl and she's naked from the waist down, and they have all their hands on her butt and they're spreading her cheeks, and it's of course done in broad daylight, and the picture was taken and now it's being circulated in the wake of all the rumors of this documentary coming out, and a lot of people are scared that their
you notice what he just did there, right? he zoomed in on who posted it, Adam 22. Oh my goodness, people already don't like him right now.
That's just 30 years ago. A lot of people are career people now. So it's going to be really interesting to see this all unfold. Hopefully it does come out, and hopefully all this stuff does happen, because that would be
very bad for that to happen to whoever's face got captured or anything like that. Like I said, more for the females than the males, but equally. Like I said, a lot of these people have 30 years ago to now. I'm sure a lot of these people are in different parts of their life. So hopefully it don't come out, man. So Jadeon, if y'all don't know, Jadeon from YouTube or Rumble, he got arrested, and we're going to be reacting to him basically getting arrested. I believe I had seen on his Instagram that like there was like not on his Instagram, but somebody's Instagram. I believe it is shout out to Damon's Live. It was on Damon's Live's Instagram, and it said that basically there was a Harris County warrant for his arrest. I guess over like a prank, of course. So we're just gonna react to this.
I'm not gonna even cap. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Hold up, I wanna put my hands up. I don't want no funny stuff. I mean, oh my gosh. Chat. Wish me luck, bro. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Wish me luck.
That's crazy. I
don't know if you can see him.
That's crazy. He gets arrested and he got hacked at the same, like in the same week, bro. Like, he's really a child of God for real, man. Like, man, he's so calm about it. Anybody else would have probably been like going like stupid crazy over police being behind them and about to basically arrest them.
He's right there. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
Good afternoon, Officer Reno, League City Police Department. You have a driver's license?
I do have my driver's license. This is a rental.
Okay. Mr. Adams, you know why I'm stopping you? You know the speed limit out here?
I think I was going 50.
No, you're going 64 and 45.
I was going 64. Okay.
Where are you headed? To Houston address?
Nah, I just wanted to get a bite to eat real quick.
Okay. Is this a correct address?
Yes, correct address.
I keep forgetting he's from Webster, or he lives in Webster, I think.
Jadine, you chilling, bro? Once he runs my name,
he's done.
Fucking
warrant. He's done.
I'm not chilling, chat. I'm not chilling. First, get my driver's license, get my social security leaked.
Mm-hmm.
Now your boy going to jail. I'm not gonna lie, man. This has been an eventful week.
For real.
But you know what's crazy? It's like I could be upset or I can make a joke about it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's like I'm still hella blessed.
Still got his joy, so yeah. You still got your joy, bro. That's it.
To be grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
I was not going 150. Why niggas saying go? Okay, here, run. Okay, check here.
They try to get him tackled or capped, bro.
I might as well go out with a bang. I'll just like drive all the way down to. I'm gonna drive all the way down to the end of the road, right? And then I'm gonna stop. Okay, so once he gets back, I'm gonna just take off. I'm already fucked, so I might as well. I'll pay your bond. Say less. Nigga couldn't wait to eat, bro. On everything, I just wanted to get some ramen. And Brody's a big body too, so he should know. Like, you don't mess with people when they're hungry. Bro, chat in the places.
Why you speeding though?
Half a mile, like bro, it's right down.
Jadion, why you speeding though? You know how police are in Texas, bro. Like, you know how police are in Texas, bro. You either go the speed limit or go a little bit under the speed limit. These police in Texas do not play. Like, for real. Like, come on, you got to stay on your pivot, Jadion. You already know. You already know.
Happened while we were no, bro. It's fine. Bro, he's not gonna do. Okay, worse. I'll be in for a little bit. I'm just gonna like speed down the road and then I'm gonna stop. It's gonna be okay. It's okay. It's okay.
You should have DoorDash.
Bro, chill.
Facts.
It's gonna be fine.
That's the fact.
Bro, Chad, it's gonna be fine. Chill. Nico challenged me.
They on his head top.
And, oh my
they on
God,
his head
the
top.
biggest menace is about to drop in the season finale is about to drop in 30
They
minutes.
on his head
I'm
top.
gonna be in fucking jail. Should I call my lawyer?
But Nico in the chat.
All right, chat. Someone screen record this for me, because I'm dead ass probably going to jail.
I'm just waiting to see what the police say.
Oh no, he's marketing. What the fuck am I marketing for? I swear, niggas always think I'm doing some type of publicity stunt. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I guess that's you guys giving me credit.
He legit be going to jail.
No, I'm just shit out of luck.
Do y'all know where he lives? Like, he legit be going to jail.
Watch me do it, bro. On everything. You won't, bro. Watch. Okay, here. Say that. Hold on. Here. If I, because I think he'll see me shift the gear, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till he gets out the car, so that way I get at least a head start.
Nah, don't do that, bro.
And he's a big body, so it'll take him a little.
Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
You know what I need to do, chat? I need to just like have back the blue all over my stuff.
He said back the blue all over his stuff.
All over my cars, and I promise you guys, like I would never get pulled over.
You know what's crazy? So I heard this. I don't know if this is true or not, but like those people who have like the what is it? It's like I believe it's like something that support like that's like it's like a fund for the police or something like that. It has like they have like colored stickers and then it has like numbers on it. Those people don't get pulled over. That's for a fact because I believe that those people are like supporting the police by, I guess, donating money to like a police fund or something like that. Something like that. And I've heard that people who are Masons do not get pulled over by the police. They literally be putting like the police, like the sticker on the back of their car, and they do not get pulled over. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but people who are Masons do not get pulled over from what I've heard. So.
And all these fuck all these motherfuckers, bro. Every single car driving by, they're like driving like literally slower than the speed limit.
So they can look.
Fuck these dudes, bro. And they're all rubber naked. They're all looking at me.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because they know the police is right there. Come on, bro.
Start keeping track of how many times I've gotten pulled over.
You got to be smart.
Like it's actually ridiculous. You won't, bro. Kendrick, say I won't. Jake, I'm about to go to jail. Can you call lawyer Mark? Because I'm about to go. Like, I haven't paid off my warrant yet, and it's fucking ridiculous. Because I could have went yesterday, but I want to make a video for you guys.
Oh, he ain't paid it. That's crazy.
This raps. Okay, he's coming back. All right, I'm gonna take off. I'm about to take off. 5,
He's scared. Nah, you ain't about to do it.
3. Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting arrested.
Yep, you're done.
I was just going to give you a warning, but they want to place a hold, so you're going to have to.
Oh, man.
Do you have someone that you want to call to come get the vehicle?
That's the thing. I don't have anybody here right now. Everybody's out of town.
Okay. Well, if you put your phone in your pocket, man, I'm going to have to put you in handcuffs.
Is it cool if I get
Dang.
a thumbnail before you put the handcuffs on?
Well, I'll let you do that once we get to the station. Okay, bud?
Okay.
Man.
No, it's not your fault. It's all good.
Dang, bruh. At least the police, at least this dude is cool about it. At least this police officer is cool about it. You know, had it been another police officer, they probably would have like threw Jadion on the ground and he probably would have got tossed on the ground, knee on his back and everything.
Can you do me a favor? Yeah, I'll do it. All right, chat. I'm going to jail. See you boys later.
Sucks, bro. Hopefully he bonded out and paid for his warrant. I think I heard him say something about he hadn't paid it yet. He could have did it yesterday. Like, come on, bro. Come on now. You know Texas don't play when it comes to, you know, stuff like that. Come on, bro. Man, Mr. Beast is Mr. Beast got a lot going on right now, man. So basically, I believe somebody on his team named Chris Tyson has went through a transformation from a man and wants to be known as a woman. And basically, you know, there's been a lot of stuff that's been happening, and I'm just going to get into the whole video because I don't really know a lot about it. I just know that his friend is now trans, and basically if he like kicks him off of his off of the Mr. Beast brand, he's going to be looked at a certain way. And keeping him on basically means he's going to be losing a lot of people who follow him, and also he's going to be looked at a certain way as well. So let's just get into the video so we can know more about the situation.
However, it may also provide some unique benefits. So let's begin by going over the drama before explaining exactly how this will impact the Mr. Beast channel. In mid-2022, fans began to notice that Chris Tyson was changing. In the early days, he represented the quintessential southern gun and truck loving dude. Yet beginning in March 2022, Chris began to display increasingly feminine traits, making tweets such as, "I finally got my nails done at a nail tech."
Straight men who paint their nails. You know? Let's put, you know, like there are guys out there who paint their nails and they say it's for like emotional reasons or something like that. I have never in my life heard of men painting their nails and it being a emotion thing. Nails have always been tied to being a feminine trait. I don't know where men started painting their nails or whatever. Maybe it's like a punk rock thing or something like that. But, you know, like I've never heard of that before in my life. And I just decided, I thought that was something to just like mention after seeing the Chris's nails being painted.
Additionally, Chris would highlight that his facial appearance had changed significantly since the start of the pandemic, which accompanied another post reading, "Okay, so in 4 different customs, I had to prove I was myself because I, quote, look nothing like my passport pic, so much that I'm considering updating my passport. Do you see any resemblance?" Prompting replies such as, "You went from man to boy." Chris responded by stating, "Nah, to be honest, I just really started taking my mental health seriously and eating better." Yet his Twitter photos kept insinuating that Chris was becoming more feminine, with his same kind of look showing up in his Mr. Beast appearances. For example, on the 6th of January 2023, Beast Reacts uploaded a video titled "I strapped a GoPro to a fish," in which Chris dressed in a way that prompted comments such as, "Chris has been adopting more and more traits that remind me of my grandmother." Okay, so some people just gonna ignore Chris's nails? Chris had to have lost a bet. The look is getting wild. The response to the video then prompted countless viral TikToks, such as this one with 700,000 likes, stating, "How did Chris go from this to this?" While others even made the claim that Carl had turned him gay. Now, this was pretty ridiculous, as Carl isn't even that feminine, and Chris had come out as bisexual years before he and Carl had even met.
Oh, okay. So it starts there. Nobody looked into the fact that Chris had already announced that he was bi. So him making the transition, him making a whole transition now, it's like he already told y'all he was already on this wave before.
With his wife to his Instagram, yet after this, the family photo stopped altogether. Fans also noticed that he'd removed his wedding ring, with the ring's absence correlating perfectly with the very first post in which he'd painted his nails. Chris confirmed the split in a post from March 2023 reading, "For a little over a year now, me and Katie have been separated," with this also confirming that Chris's transformation began as soon as his marriage came to an end. Chris went from lighting campfires and raising a family with his beautiful wife to now trying to be a wife with his man buns and long nails. As the criticism continued to pile, Chris announced that he'd be taking a break from social media. And while there was a possibility that Chris would make efforts to return to his former,
maybe him and his former wife didn't work out. You know, they grew apart or something like that, and maybe Chris couldn't take the fact that like that woman was probably his one true person that he really cared for, and maybe this is like, it started as an emotional thing and then it turned into something else.
He'd rather do the opposite and double down on his feminine image, showing up to the Kids' Choice Awards looking like this, before making the announcement that he'd been doing HRT for approximately 2 months, which according to a quick Google search is the medical process for changing genders. Chris would expand
I was just about to ask.
Informed consent HRT saved my and many others' lives. The hurdles GNC people have to jump through to get life-saving gender-affirming healthcare in a first world country is wild to me. Just let people make informed decisions about their own bodies, which received a positive response from both Carl and Mr. Beast, who wrote, "Got you, I did one more heart than Carl because I'm a better friend." While his co-workers expressed positivity, others weren't so welcoming. There goes a father figure the kid won't ever be able to look up men, and weak men create hard times. Weak man times. Chris responded to this comment by stating, "This is just more dog whistling that somehow trans and GNC folks aren't safe around kids. Tucker begs for me to come back when I leave for like 2 days to film. He is so loved and happy. Kids aren't born with haters taught by people like you, and my child will only know Tucker." Chris's response received some positivity such as, "I'm convinced you're an amazing father. Tucker is lucky to have you and also lucky to have all of those who surround and support you in his life, as well as I adore that. I'm glad you made that decision. It's so much easier to be a parental figure when you're not struggling with dysphoria," yet he'd also receive an equal amount of backlash. "You ripped apart your family and took a father figure away from your son just so you could paint your nails and act zesty. Pathetic. He will get torn apart at school, won't want to have friends around his house. A life full of difference and being alone. Must have missed the point in that tweet. How's this for him when you're depriving him of a father figure?" On him. Although Chris wasn't altered by these comments, as he'd once again reiterate his certainty in a new post reading, "It's never too late to start being yourself. himself, which received praise from Mr. Beast as well as Nolan and Carl. However, these comments also added extra fuel to the fire. In a few years, look back at this thread and remember they were never your friends. Only yes men cowards. Hope you come out of this safe. Mr. Beast responded to this with a simple opinion irrelevant ratio.
See, my whole entire thing is like, I understand why Mr. Beast is like responding or acting the way he's acting is because like, bro, he's trying to protect his brand. He's trying to protect the money. Like, he don't want to lose any and all he got. Cause I mean, isn't Mr. Beast like Christian? So like, this totally goes against his values. This totally goes against the entire lifestyle that he subscribes to. So I'm sure he's doing this for like a different reason and not it being like, I mean, I know that's his friend at the end of the day and they grew up together and all of that, but like at the end of the day, like if he denies him, like his whole entire like structured business that he and his friends built just goes down the tube. Like I totally get what he's doing here.
To which the original commenter would state, I have 30 followers, so go ahead and ratio me. I'll still rest easy knowing that I'm not a coward who idly sits by watching my friend ruin his own life. In some ways, it was nice to see the boys standing up for Chris on Twitter. However, the situation has already begun to change the dynamic within the videos. For example, in a recent live stream titled Opening 1,000 Mystery Art Boxes, Chris would once again dress in quite a feminine way, and while everybody participated as usual, the energy and vibe didn't feel nearly as smooth as it normally does. It felt as though there was an unaddressed elephant in the room, and therefore everybody was in their head, as opposed to being in the present moment enjoying each other's company. Maybe everybody was simply too busy opening packages, but Chris did make these bizarre jokes about Jimmy being female, making him incredibly uncomfortable.
Like cringe uncomfortable. Look at his face, dog. Like he looks so uncomfortable. Dog, Jimmy looks so uncomfortable. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He looks so like just trying his best to hide his real emotion, like, bruh.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God, it's Jimmy. How did fan art? This is what we were looking for. Be brave, be honest, be kind. Mr. Beast. That is my tagline.
Becoming even weirder when each member started to pay each other compliments. Hey. For the most part, the live stream was devoid of awkward moments. However, it would act as fodder for another 100 million views worth of drama and criticism. Chris likely believes that people will slowly adapt to his new appearance over time, but is this really going to happen? Well,
think so.
Maybe. It's difficult to say as the situation is fairly unique, especially when considering Chris's reputation and influence. However, if Chris continues to transition, would it be unreasonable to say that he could jeopardize some of the personality traits which made him a successful member in the first place? Perhaps the opposite will happen, and he'll instead pick up new personality traits that better resonate with the current Mr. Beast audience. This was put forward in many comments supportive of Chris, who implied that there'll be millions of queer kids who look up to him, although this doesn't necessarily mean that it'll add any value to the videos. Mr. Beast has likely cultivated a massive LGBT audience, all of whom are already watching anyway, and if we've learned anything from Hollywood in recent years, it's that adding over-the-top LGBT characters for the sake of relatability rarely works as intended, and is often nothing more than a distraction from the premise of the movie or video. On top of this, it can be uncomfortable and unrelatable for the silent majority, although as we have seen, a situation like Chris's does have the potential to create an otherworldly amount of discussion, which could be seen as a benefit for the Mr. Beast brand.
Drama is good for growth, 100%. That would be an easy way to up my
So you're a Keemstar?
The problem is this type of situation is probably the last thing that Mr. Beast wants to attract, as he's forced to agree with Chris's position, as he has no way of manipulating the situation.
And this is where it gets. This is where the water gets hotter for Jimmy, because Jimmy and or Mr. Beast is he's already getting hated for things he's done. Like before this situation, the blind video where he got cured a bunch of people's blindness. It was so much backlash for that video, even though it was a positive video. If it's not that video, there's another video recently that he did where he had given a woman a car and people found a way to just turn that into hate. It's like, you already know the saying, like, you're the hero in a lot of people's eyes, and you live long enough to be seen as a villain. You know, it's just like kind of like how Batman is seen as this good vigilante. He saves people, but in the daytime, he is a rich billionaire that is hated by his entire city. So it's just basically the same thing with Mr. Beast. He does good things. He does good things, and he makes a lot of money. He's the biggest person on YouTube, but he helps people, but he's hated. And sometimes I feel like he's just hated for no reason. I don't get it, but like now, the situation is so like there's nothing you can even like. There's no way to. I don't know. There's no way to like go in this situation. You're just at a standstill.
Without being painted as the bad guy. It's a lose-lose situation for Mr. Beast. I think Jimmy is in an inescapable situation. If he kicks out Chris, cancelled. If he don't, his channel will die for real. An inescapable situation is a pretty good way of describing the drama, which is also why it deserves the harsh label of being a nightmare. Jimmy has no option but to publicly express acceptance of Chris's transition, as silence or even worse, disapproval would come with obvious severe repercussions. However, in accepting Chris's transition, Jimmy implies that this will be the new normal within the content, thus annoying a different group of people, many of whom will never express their true feelings and may rather simply click on fewer Mr. Beast videos. If this is the case, Jimmy has no option but to accept this fate, as removing Chris from the videos in any kind of way could create an even more severe media firestorm. The only clean solution, should things go south, might be for Chris to resign himself, and even then,
him quitting and going to go start his own YouTube channel is still gonna bring a massive amount of hate towards Mr. Beast, because it's gonna make it look like Mr. Beast told his friend to like quit, and then that's in turn gonna be another like sea of hate towards Mr. Beast and the channel.
And rumors and bad press will be unavoidable. Whether it be arrogance or ignorance, Chris seems oblivious to how this whole thing might impact Jimmy, forgetting that he achieved his current level of success by avoiding this exact type of drama.
That's a fact. But I mean, I'm just not, I mean, I don't even know what to say. I don't know, man. It's a sticky situation. That's all I can say. It's a very sticky situation. So Mr. E-40 Fonz got kicked out of a Kings Warriors basketball game. Just going to be reacting to it. Let's get into it. Shout out to Self Talk.
Rapper E-40 was kicked out of Saturday night's playoff game between the Warriors and the Kings. And if you missed it, let's check out the footage right here. Here's a video.
Oh, man. 40 is fired up, bro. 40 look fired up, bro. Dang. Whoever that security guard is right there, that bald security guard, bro, he all up in bro ear. But why is he getting kicked out? What happened? I'm trying to figure it out. What happened? Why did he get kicked out? Oh yeah, I see. Oh, he cussing that security guard out, bro. He on that man head top. Oh man, bro, look at all these dang people, bro. All these fans sports fans are the worst, for real. Sports fans are the worst. Like, dog, like, let that man sit there and watch the game. How he getting kicked out? I'm sure. I'm still not seeing why he getting kicked out. Is it because he was getting heckled or what? If it's because he's getting heckled, why is he the only one getting kicked out the game? Whoever the fan was that was heckling him should be getting kicked out the game too. Sports fans are the worst, bro.
Shortly after E-40 was kicked out of the game, the rapper issued a statement telling his side of the events, explaining that after being subjected to disrespectful heckling throughout the game, in the fourth quarter, he turned around and addressed a heckler in an assertive but polite manner. After that, E-40 said King security approached him and assumed he instigated the encounter and proceeded to kick him out the arena.
Oh, so they didn't want to hear his side of the story. They took this. So the video title says E-40 gets heckled by Karen and King's racist security kicks him out. So it was a woman who was heckling him. It was a woman that was heckling him. And he gets kicked out of the game. That's crazy. He is still just
racial bias.
Yeah, he's still just another nigga. What y'all looking into the incident for? There is literally clear video footage all over the internet that can show you that the woman was heckling E-40. I wish I could find the video right. I wish I could go on. Let me see if I can go on Instagram and find the actual video where it's showing the woman actually heckling him. Let me go on there and let me see if I can find it really fast for y'all. Because it's like literally, she's literally sitting there talking straight nonsense to this man. And he's just sitting there and he just want to sit there and watch the game. Like, he just want to sit there and watch the game and mind his business. By the way, if you can, please go give me a follow on Instagram. It is theebro_1992. I don't know if you could see that, but that's my Instagram. That's one of my Instagrams. Let me see if I got it saved over here. See if I can find it. Let me see. Y'all give me a second here. Give me a second. Hold on. See if I can find it. There's nothing here. Let me see. See. All right, let me see. Hold on. I think I found it. Pull this back up. Here it is right here.
Sacramento, 勇士.
You can clearly see. Hold up. Is it? Where's she at? The woman in the red is the one. That's okay? That's the woman right there that was heckling E-40. And they thought it was him who was getting into it with the fan, but the fan got into it with him. So, yeah, that's basically what went on. Once again, there you go. You see it is a Caucasian lady in a red blouse, literally shouting at E-40. And I believe, there's another piece of footage, but I couldn't find it, of her actually smiling when Sacramento Kings security came and was escorting E-40 out of his seat. It's disgusting. The guy paid his hard-earned money, and he deserves to be there just as much as anybody. I mean, I guess it's just like the video says. He's just another nigga He's just another nigga, man. No matter how much money he has. Disgusting, but that's what it is, man. Bro, what is going on in Florida? Yet again, I'm not even going to put it up, but there's actually another thing that Florida did as far as their government. They are asking people who have been grape victims to basically prove that they have been raped. You have to prove that you have been raped. First the thing with the guns, and now this graping thing. You proving that you were a victim. Can't make this up. It's I don't know, man. It's like we're in the Twilight Zone right now. I don't know. Florida has to be on autopilot or something. Nobody's actually controlling anything. The guy, whoever their this guy who's their governor is not really controlling anything, I don't think. Because ain't no way government officials, like Florida state government people, like people who work and are in positions of power, really sat around and said, "Hey, what can we do to just make Florida just more newsworthy than ever?" That's right. Let's do the gun thing. Let's do the thing with people who were victims of sexual assault. Whichever one you want to say. And oh yeah, by the way, Ron threatened to build a state prison next to Disney World. What can they do next? Like what can they possibly do next that just will like make Florida look even more like worse, like law wise, than it already is now? It's sick. It's sick. Seriously, it's sick. Like it says, according to Business Insider, DeSantis made it clear that he won't let Disney off easy after the company's power grab this year. He threatened to build a state prison and said the legislature would impose new ride inspections. Disney hasn't said what it'll do next, but it's not expected to give up its power without a fight. Okay, I don't even know what's going on with that, but I guess maybe the governor of Florida wants a piece of Disney. Maybe he wants they must want earnings from Disney. I guess Disney doesn't pay enough taxes to the state of Florida, and the governor said, we ain't going for that. Whatever moves you make, we want to know about it. And we want a bigger percentage than we already got. So I don't know what's going on with that, but all I know is Florida is really more and more every single time a law is made looking less and less like the place to visit. This is very interesting right here. So it says, I don't know if you could read that. It says, woman was banned off Tinder after sleeping with 6 different men every night for a week straight. Oh, that is disgusting. Thick. She belongs to the streets. That is got to be the nastiest thing I have ever read. And it would be the same way if it was a man who did that. See, society will say different if it was a man doing this. But when a woman do it, oh, she's a this, she's a that. But either way it go, both ways is nasty. It's nasty. Let's look at the video, man.
Were you using protection?
No.
No?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. And you were meeting, you said almost all of these guys from Tinder or dating house.
Tinder or Bumble. I got kicked off. I got perma banned off Tinder. They will not have me back.
Sounds about right. You're not using protection, and you're just basically just trying to feel some type of void by doing whatever you're doing. Sounds about right. It sounds about right. Ugh, man.
Actually, it got to a point where like I was 19 and I got kicked out of my house because I was like bringing over 6 dudes a night. Like it just was.
Look at the girl right here. She's like, whoa. 19 years old. At 19 years old, lady. 19. Hopefully you're not doing that now. Man. It's real out here. It's real out here. Look at the woman right next to her. She is so cringe. See, she is so uncomfortable right at that very moment while she's talking. Man, bruh. I'm just praying for that. I'm just praying for that girl, man. I'm just praying for her. Seriously. Wow. Oh man, this is so sad. It says 80-year-old elderly man charged after shooting teen twice for ringing the wrong doorbell. Dang, man. Let's just look at the video, bro.
Shot the teenager through his glass front door, once in the head, once in the arm. The prosecutor says that Jarl never stepped inside Lester's house. Jarl accidentally went to the wrong house to pick up his siblings, mixing up Northeast 115th Terrace and Northeast 115th Street.
We have team coverage of these updates. KMBC 9's Matt Evans is looking into how the FBI may now get involved.
First, let's go to KMBC 9's Jackson Kurtz up in Liberty after hearing from the Clay County prosecutor within the last hour. Jackson?
Yeah, we got a lot more details from that press conference, all in this probable cause here that gives us more details about what happened that night. I'm just going to tell you about a little what's in here. We now know that this suspect is Andrew Lester, that he laid down to bed is what he told police when he was taken into quarters to give a recorded statement. He was laying down in bed when he heard the doorbell. Lester stated that's when he picked up his gun to answer the door. Now, once he
picked up his gun to answer the door, like immediately,
says that Lester shot the teenager.
Like immediately, like I could get like if you wasn't like do you do that when you expecting people to? Like you already like bro already was ready to pick up his gun and ready to go. Like really? Like dog, like you just going to answer the door. Like you already need to pull out the piece. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that was definitely motivated. I was definitely motivated in that.
The door, he had an interior door, exterior door, opened that. He saw a black male approximately 6 feet tall at his doorstep.
Motivated.
He shot twice within a few seconds. Lester says no words were exchanged during the incident.
He didn't even say nothing.
Jarl Lester was visible set, they say. Here's what Clay County prosecutors had to say.
My message to the community is that in Clay County, we enforce the laws and we follow the laws, and that does not matter where you come from or what you look like or how much money you have. Everyone is held to the same standard.
AKA, that old man is going to jail, and he better go to jail. He better go to jail for a long time. Which, I mean, honestly, it don't matter. It don't matter how old he is. Cause you shot a baby. You went and shot a baby. You ain't asked who was at the door. You was already ready to go. You was already ready to gun down a black baby. That's tough, bro. Somebody mama gotta live with the fact that their child ain't here no more. All because you couldn't use your voice. Disgusting. Ought to be ashamed of yourself. He probably don't like black people. And I get that. You don't like black people? That's one thing, but like, come on. There's no way you go to your door with your heat when somebody is ringing your doorbell. What if that was your, I don't know, what if that was your daughter? What if that was another sibling? Like, you just automatically go for the gusto and just fire off. So it makes me know that yes, it was motivated in that way. It was motivated, and that's what you like. Man, that's crazy, bro. Like, it's so sad. Very, very sad, man.
Now, Lester's whereabouts are unknown to the door. He had an
Wait a minute. His whereabouts are unknown. Wait. Huh? Whereabouts are unknown. He left? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. He's gone? Like, he just left. What? He just left. That's it? They don't know where he's at. Oh my goodness. Nah, I'm gonna tell you like this. Buddy need to turn himself in. Buddy needs to turn himself in. Go ahead and turn yourself in, bruh. Can't go too far. Can't go too far when you're old. Can't go too far. Can't go too far. Technology is too advanced. This is not 1955. Technology is way too advanced. Turn yourself in. Turn yourself in, man. It's cameras. It's cameras everywhere. It's cameras everywhere. It's all types of listening devices everywhere. Cell phones, computers, everything. Technology is way too advanced for you to pull something like that. As sad as a tragedy as this is, doing that to that young black boy, and then fleeing. Sir, turn your old ass in. Turn your old ass in, man.